You hear all your huffing and puffing and noises. Here we go. Both of you guys. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, so here it is. A best of 5. Here, I'm going to turn the... Well, they need to hear the scores, I was going to say. All right, so we've got rooters on both sides. Some people shouting Harry, Supa. Some people shouting JD. No SuPaSaYaCam right now. He's probably naked. Nobody wants to see that. Well, no, a few people want to see that. I'm sure someone... You know, there's someone for everyone. You know what I mean? All right. JD's on the board with the first Tetris, but Harry fires back with a Tetris of his own. Harry on the board with another Tetris. JD's got a covered right side well, but uncovers it and gets a long bar and knocks it in for a Tetris. Harry with another Tetris. 70,000 for him. 50,000 for JD. Gabrielle Resende says she's seeing Harry. He's seeing Harry right now. Yanni says good luck. I don't know who he's good luck for, but good luck for both of them, I guess. That's what I want to see. I want to see good RNG for both of them. Another Tetris for Harry. 115 for Harry. 74,000 for JDMFX. Harry's ahead by about 3 lines. And JD finally stacking high, but finally getting a Tetris here. 97,000 for him. Definitely minimal burning and aggressive stacking for both players here. 161,000 for Harry, 120,000 for JD. Still roughly equal in lines. JD's got a little diving board scenario going here. Let's see if he gets the piece over. I gotta be honest, that little diving board thing is a Van Dweller special, but only because I get into that situation like every time I play. 208,000 for Supa, 132 for JDMFX. You know, I don't know enough about like anything to... I know that SuPaSaYaJiN is a thing. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. JDMFX stands for Japanese Domestic Market Effects, which has something to do with cars. In case you're all wondering. Somebody's going to educate me what SuPaSaYaJiN is. I have no idea.
I'm curious about that too.
Yeah. This is a best of 7, by the way. Did we fail to tell you that? Best of 7. Who gives you a best of 7? Not CTWC. TETRIS DEATHMATCH does. We listen. We care. 260,000 for Supa. 203 for JD. Roughly even in lines. No change. About a 2-line gap there, so... 61 lines for Supa. 58 for JD. Another Tetris here for JD, but one for SuPaSaYaJiN. 308 for Supa. 250 for JD. About 58,000 point lead for SuPaSaYaJiN. Another Tetris for Supa, Tetris for JD. JD is set up for one. Sue's eating a nice Sue's eating yogurt in the background if y'all want to enjoy that. What's the who made that yogurt? Somebody in Austin, right? Some hippie in Austin.
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
Good.
Some Austin hippie.
Mother culture.
Ooh, mother culture. You're a mother culture. All right, 336 SuPaSaYaJiN, 319 for JD. Harry Tetris is 361. Still up by about 42,000 points is Harry. JD Tetrises, so does Supa. Still about 41,000 points apart. Aggressive stacking from Harry, as you would expect, and pushing down. Tetris for Harry, 408,000. JD waiting for his long bar and gets it, 368. And we got Toto, Africa, playing in the background. I think this makes a lot of sense. I don't know why, but it feels right. All right. Harry, ready. Tetris for him. JD Tetris. 456 Harry, 399 JD. So Supa opening up a little bit his lead a little bit wider. Another Tetris for Harry, 479. 399 for JD, but he Tetris is 421, so about 58,000 separates them. Another Tetris JD, 44,000. I'm sorry, 445,000 for JD, 482 for Supa. Yeah, and pretty good tournament paces here. Another Tetris for JD, 468. He's down by 15,000. And another Tetris, JD, 490. Takes the lead. He's ahead by 4,000 points and dead even in lines. But a Tetris for Harry, 509. And Harry's ready for another one. So is JD. JD gets his 514. 510 for Harry. Alright, Harry's up by about 4,000 points, 3,500 points. So it's pretty much as close to neck and neck as you can be. Everybody loves neck and neck. There's a couple of necks. Congratulations. Alright. 521 for Harry, who goes into the transition, 528. JD's at 560. He's 3 lines away from transition. And Harry is ready for a Tetris. See if he gets a long bar. Has to burn it down a little bit. And JD is transition, 566. Tetris for Harry, 558, down by 7,000 points. Alright, Tetris for JD, 597. He's ahead by about a Tetris over Harry. This is top-notch, top-level, world championship caliber play right here. Where else are you going to see this except in October? Alright, JD's at 651. He's opened up about a 90,000 point lead, like all of a sudden over Harry. Harry's been getting droughted a little bit. There finally gets a long bar, and Tetris is 596 for him. JD's got a little bit of work to do, open up a Tetris well. And another Tetris Harry, 624. Harry's down by about 28,000 points. 38,000 points, sorry. I can math. Alright, JD, Tetris ready. 631 for Harry, 665 for JD. Harry's ahead in lines by about 9. Just from pushing down, primarily. Right, Harry building up a little canyon in the middle, having to burn that down. Looking to get Tetris ready again. JD is Tetris ready, but has to cover his right side well. And you can see the hyper tap able to get pieces over where DAS players can't do it, so... Alright, 645 Harry, 681 JD. JD opens up the right side, and he is Tetris ready. Harry's Tetris ready. Alright, we got some frame droppage here. That's okay, we'll stick through it. JD, 747. And Harry... 706. There was a little bit of frame droppages on Harry's side that actually made it so that JD's ahead in lines in my view. So we've got JD ahead now. Okay, so Supa is caught up. 202 lines, 756. JD's at 784 through 202 lines. Harry's got some spires here. Alright, so 760 for Harry. 821 for JD, just, I mean, all of a sudden, just raining down Tetrises, and Harry tops out at 761. So, wow. What a great match. And 855, so both players really pushing each other here. Woof! Alright, give you guys a moment to rest up, and then as soon as you are ready, but, you know, no rush, certainly take the time you need. Good game by both you guys. Back and forth. Alright, we're going to take a little second here. Dr. Jules asking if we can get a JD Harry match every week. I don't know. Hey Japorta, how's it going? Wolfam, welcome to the stream. Tetris Crab spamming JD emotes. Alright, JD taking massive swigs of what I can guess is only vodka. JD, you gotta calm down now. You're a young man. You're gonna ruin your liver. Alright, Harry is ready. JD, let me know. And JD is ready. Alright, we're gonna drop a countdown here. Ceremonial here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, game 2 of this best of 7 between 2014 Classic Tetris World Champion Harry Hong and 2018 reigning champion JDMFX. A rematch here. And I mean, I don't know if there's ever been this much firepower for this many games in such a short span of time. But clearly, you know, one legend already and another legend in the making potentially. I guess already a legend in a way. Alright. JD's got a couple Tetris on the board already. Harry drops his first one in. JD with a Tetris also. 71,000 JD, 31,000 Supa. Supa looks like he's righted his ship, so he's going to start scoring again. And here he goes, drops in a Tetris. 55,000 for him, but 95,000 for JD. $118 for JD, 78,000 for Supa. We got a cat in the background playing with wrappers. It's wonderful. Can you imagine if there were a cat in the background like at the signing of the Declaration of Independence? Like, this is a historic moment. This cat could give a crap. Alright, 124,000 now for Supa. He's taken the lead over JD. He's ahead by about 3 lines, though. So, virtual dead heat. Another Tetris for Supa. 147 for him. 125 for JDMFX. Now, JD 149, but Harry 170. So, basically trading Tetrises back and forth. And we got Ghostbusters. This is probably the best one, right? I mean, this is like the best chiptune that is on this list. 216 Harry, 172 for JD. JD slots in a Tetris, 194, but one for Harry now, 239. So Harry up by about 2 Tetrises now, and ahead by about 6 lines, as I've got it. Could be a little bit of lag here, so you know, bustin' makes me feel good too. Alright, Tetris for JD, 221. 285 for Harry after a Tetris. Both players set up again. JD having to burn it down a little bit. Alright, 310 for SuPaSaYaJiN. 251 for JDMFX. Supa up by about 5 lines. By about 60,000 points. JD Tetrises, Harry Tetrises, no change. Got another Tetris for Supa, 361. It's up by about 80-something thousand points. Another Tetris for Supa. JD is mired in this burning situation. JD's low on the board. So JD's going to have to burn this down or Tetris up on high. We'll see. Another Tetris for Supa. 407 through 91 lines. And JD's at 80 lines, 283. Another Tetris for Harry. 430. And JD's still stuck in this burn. Right, Harry is set up again. Oh. And JD covers his right side, but could get out of this. 478 for Harry, 297. JD tops out at 297, so Harry takes game 2, 478 to 297. So Harry puts one on the board here. Game is all tied up. Best of 7. Now a best of 5. Harry is on the board. Oh, I guess Harry is. I didn't realize Harry was streaming at the same time too. So that's cool. Oh, he is. Yeah, he's streaming. Okay, I guess that makes sense. He's streaming, because what am I capturing if he's not streaming? Doy. All right. Okay, so we just need a ready from both players. Tetris Crab spamming Vandweller burn emotes as a subscriber. If you all want that emote, you should subscribe too. And that will support this stream. Okay, so I just need a ready from both players when they're ready. No rush. Your own timetable. These are champions. They got to do championship level preparation. All right, we've got it ready from both players. We're going to count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Game 3. Best of 7. Tied 1 game to 1. 2 champions. Neither has anything to prove. This is just something I think to delight the fans, although maybe there's a little bit... I mean, these are both competitive guys, so I'm sure they both want to win. But really, in my book, neither one has anything to prove at all. Alright, JD set up for the first Tetris. Harry's got kind of a mountain in the middle here. And JD gets his Tetris. JD gets another Tetris. 45,000 for JD. Harry looking to get his first one. Has to burn away a little bit. See if he decides to pull a Tetris out of here. And he does, and he gets a double long bar, which is great for that situation. I'm sure he's glad he got that. Alright, another Tetris for JD in the meantime. 68,000 for him, 32,000 for Harry. Separated by about 3 lines. Almost no difference. Probably see that widen over time. Harry does push down. Another Tetris for JD, but one for Harry. So 56,000 Harry, 115 for JD. Hey, Buko, welcome. Buko's in the chat. $79,000 Harry, 121. Both players Tetris ready, building up high, having to burn it down a little bit. JD gets a long bar though, 144. Harry gets another long bar, 104. Friday Witch calling Buko a butt. Not a surprise there. Alright, another Tetris for JD. Harry's ready, but JD drops another one. 192 for JD, 128 for Harry. Having to navigate through some... excuse me. Some RNG. Losing my voice here. We've been going for 6.5 hours. I think Harry knows what it's like to broadcast for 6.5 hours. I still got to give him his gift sub for his channel. Alright, JD's getting a little spiry. So he's going to have to fill that in before he starts scoring again. Harry, 220 in the meantime, has taken the lead. Harry up by about 3 to 6 lines. Harry another Tetris, 243. JD's at 224. And another Tetris for Harry, 266. So JD's fighting some garbage up around the next box. Gonna have to burn this down. And Harry's looking real good right now. And he gets a long bar and drops into Tetris, 289. So he's up by about 60,000 on JD, less than 3 Tetrises. And JD is up high there. Alright, 334 for SuPaSaYaJiN, 234 for JD, up by about 100,000, and JD tops out at 234. So Harry takes game 3 and goes up 2 games to 1 over JDMFX. These two guys are gladiators. Yeah. Alright guys, as soon as you guys are ready, no rush, on your own champion timetable, go ahead and let me know when you're ready. And we can take on game 4 of a best of 7. Harry's up 2 games to 1. Yeah, we gotta find something championship-like music here. Not like Take On Me. We need like... Alright, Harry and JD are ready, so let's go ahead and drop a countdown.
That's what you need, the final countdown.
Yeah, we need the final countdown. Here we go. Well, we'll do that for Game 7 if there is one. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Here, we need Smooth Criminal. Smooth Criminal is good. Alright, JD's underway. Harry's underway. Two games to one Harry over JD so far. Best of 7. Where else do you see a best of 7, everybody? This is pretty hype. Alright. Players basically have identical scores except for pushdown points for Harry. Alright. Matching Tetris for Tetris. Alright, Harry's set up on the right side waiting for a long bar. So is JD. JD with a cute little T-spin here. Harry, Tetris, 94,000. It's always tough to hit those spins in competition. Alright, here we go. JD with the Tetris, 100,000 for him, 97,000 for Harry. Exact same number of lines. And Tetris for Harry, 122. Tetris for JD, 125. Dr. Jules says, cute. That was vicious. How's it going, Buko? Alright, Tetris for Harry, 168. JD having a now Tetris ready. He's at 148. JD getting a little bit droughted here. Finally gets a long bar, drops it in 171. Players both have 171. Another Tetris for JD. Harry's line dependent. He's going to need a line to burn that away. So he's going to have to do some cleaning up. Not too much, though. Alright, JD is ready to start scoring again. Harry drops in a Tetris. 200,000 for him. 216 for JD. JD's ahead a little bit. JD gets a long bar. Slots it in for a Tetris. Harry, Tetris, 223. Harry's down by 1 Tetris here. Ahead by about 3 lines. And he catches up. 60 lines for Harry, 54 for JD. And these players are just going to trade Tetrises back and forth. Another Tetris for JD, a Tetris for Supa. Another Tetris for JD, 313 for JD, 272 for Supa. Supa is Tetris ready and waiting. So is JD. Tetris for Harry. Alright, JD uncovers as well and gets a long bar. 336 for him. He's down. He's back by about 6 lines from Supa. Tetris Crab saying, the match is so good, I forgot to meme. Oh, you know a match is good if he's not memeing. Alright, JD getting a little bit droughted here. He's going to need some pieces to get out of this. Harry ready and waiting. And Harry Tetris is 348 and takes the lead by 6,000 points. And another Tetris for Harry, 371. JD able to get back open. And now needs a long bar for the right side. Just to burn it down a little bit. Sue having a reaction. And JD wrenching pieces back and forth, trying to clear everything out. Meanwhile, SuPaSaYaJiN has opened up a lead, 416 now to 353. So up by about 60,000 points is Harry. All while JD has had to burn. Harry able to capitalize. And JD finally breaks free and drops into Tetris and another Tetris. So 403 for JD, but SuPaSaYaJiN responds with a Tetris. 464, still up by about 60,000 points is SuPaSaYaJiN, and another Tetris, up by about 83,000 over JD. We got Mr. Brownstone here. Oh my god. I gotta expand this playlist because it gets a little silly to hear Mr. Brownstone 3 times in one match. Alright, so 512 for SuPaSaYaJiN, 528 for JD. Harry's up by about 5 lines here, so not too much separation. These are pretty close to true scores here. 536 for Harry, 474 for JD. Alright, both players ready. And Harry has transitioned at 560, and Tetris is right after the transition. JD looking to Tetris into the transition and does 521 transition for JD. And so we'll see what... Alright, I mean, we know what these players are able to do on level 19, both of them.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're alright. They're not bad. Sue observing that these players are not bad. Alright, Tetris for Harry, 637, and 529 for JD. Harry's ahead by about 7 to 9 lines at any given time now. 532 for JD, 645. So Harry up by about 110,000 points. And JD looking to score here. Set up for a Tetris, knocks it down, 562, down by about 88,000 points. Harry having to burn down and uncover as well. A little bit away from doing that. JD in the meantime Tetrises. Alright, Harry is uncovered as well. And slots in a Tetris, 684 through 166. JD's 593. Now 621 through 164. Soup is up by about 67,000 points. And ahead by about 6 lines. JD Tetrises, 653 for him. Harry's ahead by 44,000 points. Harry Tetrises now. He's ahead by about 73,000. And ahead by about 10 lines. JD Tetrises. $758 for Supa, 686 for JD, so that's about a 70,000 point difference. And Supa Tetrises, 792, and so does JD, maintaining that 70,000 point difference. Sue is just, she is on the edge of her seat.
Wow.
She barely knows what she's watching, and she's on the edge of her seat. 797 for Harry. He's up by about 40,000 points now. Now about 70,000 points again. And both players just now passing the 200 mark, basically even in lines. So these are true score differences here. Harry's up by about 40,000 points. And about 6 lines now. JD Tetris is over a little spire there. So JD's at 831. Harry's up by 13,000 points. Both are on level 27. Harry's up by 18,000 points. And Harry Tetris he's up by 50,000 points. He's got 6 lines until level 19 kill screen. I mean, level 29 kill screen. Harry Tetris is again 921,000 points. And Harry, another Tetris right into the kill screen. 957 for Harry Hong. And JD tops out at 849. An incredible game. Whew. Holy crap. Everyone is stupefied, mystified. Incredible match. People are on the edge of their seat. Mike Wove says no max out, so it's bad. Good job. Carolina Dutra wants a best of 10. All right, well, maybe next time. Everybody agreeing. All right, so both players can be on their timetable. Probably need a rest after that one. I certainly do, and I'm not even playing. So, whenever you feel like you're ready, take your time. Wipe your hands down. Drink some more vodka, JD.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. So yeah, take your time, guys. No rush on the next game. I think people are gonna keep watching. They're not gonna be like, oh, 1 minute between matches? Oh, I'm out of here. Yanni wants a best of 27. So you thought 10 was unreasonable. Yanni is like completely, and now people are just putting higher and higher scores. Like best of 51. Let's see who can write the highest number. All right, so, and I think we have one player ready. So. Okay, we're both good? Okay, I think so. All right, well, we're gonna go anyway, and we'll find out. Okay. Buko wants, obviously, a best of 420. All right. Here we go. 2 players ready. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Link is asking me not to encourage JD's alcoholism. I'm sure Buko wants a best of 69 as well. All right, both players now underway. Harry up 3 games to 1 and a best of 7. Now JD already took a best of 5 earlier in the broadcast against Harry. So I'm sure Harry would like to put this one away. A little retribution here. All right, both players on the board with Tetrises. Harry drops in his second one. JD set up on the left side. Harry knocks one down. 69,000 for him. 31,000 for JD. Another one for Harry. 92,000. All right, Harry set up on the right side. 94,000 for Harry, 60,000 for JD. JD now open on the right, drops in a Tetris, 86,000. Harry now doing a little burning up around the next box. No problem for him. Open on the right side. And he covers as well just as he gets the long bar. So he's mortal just like the rest of us. Alright, so Harry is covering and uncovering the right side. JD Tetrises, Harry Tetrises, 134 Supa, 132 JD. Harry's 4 lines ahead, drops in another Tetris, 157 for Harry. Yeah, insane drought for Harry, but he weathers it. Harry up by 2,000 points and 4 lines. So, another Tetris for Harry, 180. Another Tetris for Harry, 203. He's line dependent in the middle of his stack, though. Tetris for JD, 183. .205 Supa, 206 JD. Supa still up by 4 or 5 lines. Alright, and Supa burning this down. And it's just about ready to drill back down to the bottom. JD Tetris is 231. He's up by about a half a Tetris. .219 Harry, 231 JD. Another Tetris for Harry, 242. JD getting droughted a little bit, but finally gets the long bar. And he's about to set back up for another Tetris. Harry set up, long bar, 267 Harry, up by 5,000 points, but up by 12 lines here, so it's a lot closer than even that. 290 for Harry. In some sense, JD has a little bit of a lead, but it's all theoretical. 313 for Harry, and now 309 for JD. simultaneous Tetrises. 336 Harry, 332. Basically keeping pace with one another the whole way.
Keeping pace with one
They are. Oh, that's something you can say instead of neck and neck?
another. Right?
Yep. Anything we can say that's not neck and neck is good, but... Alright, Harry having to burn down on the right side. He's going to need some pieces to get out of this, and looks like he's getting them.
That was a pretty good T-spin there.
Oh, I missed the T-spin. Oh, what kind of commentator am I? I'm missing T-spins here. Alright, Harry's at 386, JD's at 357. Both players set up for Tetrises. JD stacked a little bit higher, more extreme, left to right slope. Harry 409 now, JD 365, and now 388. So Harry's up by about a Tetris, but ahead by 10 lines. Another Tetris for JD 411, slightly ahead in score. Tetris for Harry, up by a Tetris, and 12 lines. There are people rooting hard on both sides. But I think we know who the real winner is. You guys, the audience. Alright, Tetris for JD, 442, and Harry's at 481. So looking for a transition above 500 again. And he's over 500, and he's got room maybe for one more Tetris. Let's see if he can do it. He's going for it. JD's about 12 lines from transition, and Harry Tetris is into the transition. 530 transition. That is a pro-level transition for sure. Alright, Harry with another Tetris, 556. And JD's still burning and burning. JD's got to win this one to stay alive. I mean, he'll stay alive. But, you know.
I mean, it is deathmatch.
Well, it is a death match too. We don't really know. We've never had to kill anyone yet. Alright, 480 for JD, 584 for SuPaSaYaJiN. Harry ahead by 19 lines though, so we'll see how that factors into it. 592 Supa, 506 JD. JD Tetris. Harry setting up for one. And he's ready. Gets a long bar. 624 for Harry, 556 for JD. Harry up by 16 lines. And up by about 70,000 points. Alright, JD with a Tetris, and Harry with a Tetris. 654, Harry, 586, JD. About 70,000 points, but JD Tetrises again. So now up by about 43,000. Harry's Tetris ready. Gets a long bar, and bang! Tetris for Harry. 684. He's up by about 73, but JD fires right back. Harry the weirdo Tetris there in a canyon. But it counts. 716 for Harry, 641. Harry's up by about... Oh, JD's kind of closing the gap a little bit. Harry's ahead by still 2 Tetrises, but ahead by 17 lines. And JD's got to win this one to stay in it. Harry opens up the right side and drops down a Tetris. He's at 759. JD's at 700. JD fires back with a Tetris. Harry's still up by about 17 lines, and he's ahead right now by about 31,000 points. So that's it's a little more than a Tetris. JD burning away here. Harry already set up for a Tetris. JD having to build back up for one. Alright, Harry having to build around some DAS issues here. JD 750, SuPaSaYaJiN 803, Harry up by 15 lines. JD Tetris is 783. He's back by 1 Tetris. Harry on the right side, he's high. He's not going to be able to get a piece over. And Harry tops out at 804. And JD has time. JD needs about 18,000 points. He's got to get to 804, and he can do this. And JD does it. 827. So JD does not go quietly, and it's, you know, what can you do when you score 804,000 in a competitive Tetris match and it's not enough, right? What can you do? And that is the high. Is that the highest scoring? That is the second, of course, compared to last match. Second highest scoring match here. Whew. Friday Witch saying she could beat both of them without a controller. Well, she's a witch. Tetris Crab saying this is some prime time shit. And Trebendo Day saying, bang bang, I raided with 2 players. Thank you so much for the the raid there, buddy. Alright. So take your time, players, as soon as you're ready, no hurry. Wipe your hands. Take a swig, snot rocket, whatever you guys have to do. It's all acceptable. Different rules apply. Let's see. lots of emote spamming here. And okay, we've got 1 ready player, and then as soon as we have 2, we will start. Alright, we've got 2 ready players. Here we go. Best of 7. Harry up 3 games to 2 over young JD. Here we go with a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, Harry's up 3 games to 2 over young JD. Harry so far has an average of about 667 and JD about 612. It's not a real average though, because those are just the averages when the other guy tops out, so it's not really real. Alright, both players now underway. You can tell, I can tell, I think the fatigue is starting to set in. The reality of what a best of 7 match means. Psychologically, physically, starting to set in. Alright, Harry on the board with the first Tetris. JD gets his. 31,000 for Supa. Now another Tetris. 54,000 for him and 50,000 for JD. Dead even in lines. JD playing super flat. Gets a Tetris. 73,000. Harry getting a bit droughted. Having to burn down. Finally gets a long bar. 83,000 for him, up by about 10,000. JD Tetrises, and now he's up 13,000, so we should be trading that 13,000 back and forth for a while, I bet. JD getting a little bit, Supa getting a little bit droughted here, but finally gets a long bar. 107, up by about 13,000. Alright, Tetris for JD, 142. But a Tetris for Supa, he's at 155. Supa's up by about 7 lines, playing a bit faster than JD, who's not pushing down. Alright, this song lacks gravitas here. It's going to get cut from the playlist. Alright, both players a little bit of fighting here to do. Neither one with a board and neither one really Tetris ready here. So they're both having to burn down. But JD actually does get out of it somehow. I totally missed how he did that. And he's now Tetris ready. But getting a little bit droughted here. And Tetris for JD, 178. Supa's at 188. And Supa's drilled down basically back down to the bottom. And he's going to look to start to build back up. Meanwhile, JD has taken the lead 202 to 194. About 8,000 points ahead. Supa's ahead by about 5 lines. And a center well Tetris here. Friday Witch dropping an Aya. I'm not exactly sure what is worthy of an Aya here. Alright, JD with a Tetris 250 and Harry's at 240. So Harry continuing to roll with this center well Tetris here. Just kind of going where the Tetrises bring him. This isn't really territory you see from Harry very often. And he's just having to cover and uncover and cover and uncover. JD, meanwhile, is at 296 after a couple Tetrises. Harry having to burn away all this. Opens up the center well again, and finally drops in a Tetris. 277 for him. We'll see if he... I don't think he's going to stick with that center well. That is not his normal territory. JD getting a little bit droughted, and he's got a center well up high. And we'll see what JD's able to do. And JD tops out. SuPaSaYaJiN needs 17,000 points to take it. And he takes in a triple. He needs another 9,000 points, roughly. And SuPaSaYaJiN will take this best of 7 if he does it. He's under 9,000 points. Drops in a double. Another 6,000, 5,000 points. Another 3,000. And can just cruise to victory here. But JD just get, you know, RNG'd. And yeah, he got RNG'd. And Harry, that is it. Harry takes it 4 games to 2. All right, early top. Oops. 297. Here we go. Well, hey, you guys, thank you so much for showing up and doing this. I know it's a lot of effort and it's a lot of adrenaline for a Sunday night. So you guys are both on the left coast, so 7 o'clock, go do something enjoyable. Geez, what a grind. Thank you again so much to both of you guys. Great games, great. I mean, you guys are the best.
I smell a rematch at some point in the future.
Sue wants another rematch at some point. Yeah. All right. Well, and I think that's going to do it for the stream. I am tired. It's a lot of effort. I want to thank, really, everybody who played. SuPaSaYaJiN, JDMFX, Batfoy. Who else played? I don't even remember who else played. L played. She's not even here anymore. Hazuli, Yanni. Mohammed. Who else played? Steven598 played Square Wave. Teddy Rugby for lurking.